What is up everyone, welcome to Tech Savvy Buyer. So today I'm going to help you guys fix that dreaded "the file is corrupt" error when it comes to modifying your Vita, but first let's get a word from today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by GVGMall.com. GVG Mall carries a wide variety of game currencies and gift cards that you could use to take your gaming to the next level. If you're looking for a fresh copy of Windows or Microsoft Office, then you can certainly find those on GVGMall.com as well. They are priced very competitively and offer legit copies of Microsoft software. You can pick up a copy of Windows 10 Pro for under 15 bucks. Visit GVGMall.com for more information and use code TSB to save during checkout. So welcome back guys. So first things first, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of you guys who've been following my channel and who have been giving me a lot of support. However, with that being said, I'm getting pretty close to hitting 100K subs, and I would really appreciate it if any of you guys who've been watching my videos who aren't yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up if you guys like my content. It takes a lot of work and effort to do this for you guys, and I really appreciate it if you can give me the support in return. Anyways, let's jump into it. So as I mentioned, the dreaded "file is corrupt" error. Now, a lot of you guys, almost every day, I'll get an email from someone or a message on here or a comment basically saying that they're getting a "file is corrupt" issue. And so basically there's just a few reasons why you're gonna have this issue. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of briefly explain what causes it, what those issues could be, and obviously what the solution is to fixing it. So stay tuned to figure out what happens. So first things first, here's one common issue that you can have with having a "file is corrupt" error. The number one issue that I've seen that happens with that is using a corrupt SD card, okay? Now what that basically means is the official memory card that you have with your Vita, either that has gone corrupt, or if you're using an SD to Vita plugin and using a micro SD card inside that, either one of those can be corrupt as well. Now I know if you've Googled this around and you've seen Tech James actually has a video where he pulls out the cards, cleans them up, and he puts them back in, and that tends to be a fix. That is actually a solution for that specific cause of the problem of getting the "file is corrupt" error. However, in most cases, that's not the only reason why you'll get that error, right? So that's number one. Your memory cards might be dirty or contaminated, or they just may plain not work with the system that you have. So cleaning them may be a solution, or overall just replacing them. Another issue I've seen commonly as I've been modding a bunch of Vitas over the past couple of years is you have to make sure that if you're gonna use an SD to Vita, you get the right SD to Vita adapter. And the one that I've linked in my videos before is one made by FunTurbo. There's a couple of brands out there you'll see on Amazon. FunTurbo sells it for about $6 on Amazon. By far, it's pretty cheap. I don't know how much cheaper you can really get than that. And it's always worked flawlessly. The SD card that fits into it fits in nice and snug. It doesn't have fitment issues. Some of the other ones that I've seen in the past, where some of you guys have actually sent me as well, have had fitment issues, and the SD card as a result does not get read inside the Vita. So there's issue number one with the "file is corrupt" error. Make sure that your SD cards, whether it's your official memory card for the PS Vita or the SD Vita adapter, as well as the actual micro SD card, are all clean and in great running condition. You'll be able to verify that when you plug them into your computer and see. As far as the adapter, it's kind of hard to tell. Just make sure you buy the original one, which is made by FunTurbo. Second biggest issue that causes the "file is corrupt" error is when you're playing around with installing SD to Vita. Now you guys, I've made a bunch of different videos on how to go ahead and get that set up correctly, and there's really easy ways to do it. Videos that I made 2 years ago or last year may not be as relevant as they are today because new things keep coming out in the Vita scene, and they just make it easier and easier to install all these modifications. With that being said, installing the SD to Vita adapter is pretty much the same, and that has not changed. So the same video that I have from the past is applicable today. You have to follow that video step by step. And the reason I say this is if you miss even one step on that, you're gonna get that error. What that error is basically signifying or telling you is that you have data on one section of storage, but you don't have it on the other section of storage. And so when you boot up your Vita, it's looking for the data at the wrong spot. So for example, if I go ahead and run and install h-encore on my Vita on my official memory card or the built-in internal memory card, I then go ahead and install an SD to Vita without copying the contents correctly and following the steps the way I should be, my Vita is still going to see the app on the screen. However, it's now looking in the SD to Vita for something that's not there because it was never copied over. In that case, whenever you pop open the app, it's going to get the installation error, or it's going to give you the "file is corrupt" error. The best way to fix that is make sure you copy all your content from your your official memory card or your internal memory card over to your Vita SD to Vita adapter / micro SD before you actually install it. This is a very, very critical step. If you miss this step or you mess this up, you're always going to have this issue. Nonetheless, 99% of the time, whenever you guys contact me or people send me Vitas that have had these issues in the past, that is the easiest way to fix it. I always seem to find people are not copying files over correctly or not setting up their SD card correctly, and that's what causes that error to pop up all the time. So simple fix, just make sure everything is copied over correctly and you won't have any issues with this, hopefully. And then the last one that also causes the same issue is, suppose you did copy over everything correctly, you have all the correct data in the right storage areas, you've got everything loaded in your SD to Vita, and you've got everything loaded in your official memory card or your internal memory, depending on which Vita that you're using. In that case, basically what's going on is that you have the incorrect storage mounted as your main unit. So again, it comes down to the same thing. You have your Vita looking for certain apps in a certain space. So if you've installed applications onto your Vita, it always looks at it in the live screen, which is your UXO partition. I know this is gonna get a little bit technical, guys, but bear with me and follow along with me. I'll kind of make this really simple to follow. You have UXO, UMAO, and URO. These are your three primary partitions that you use for storage, with URO being mainly for plugins and kernels type stuff. So you don't really use things for storage inside URO. It's mainly for copying over plugins and things of that nature. Stuff like overclocking and things like that really go into URO. UXO is going to be the main thing that your Vita boots up into. That is the thing that you see all on your live screen. So anything that's stored on your UXO partition is the main thing that your Vita is going to be accessing. And then UMAO is going to be your secondary storage, or whenever you plug your Vita into your computer, that's what you're going to be accessing. So when you install the plugin for SD to Vita, you'll see that you have options to change which one mounts into which device. So in that case, make sure when you set that up that you're selecting your SD to Vita as your UXO or live screen area, and that you select your memory card or your official memory card, whichever one it is that you're using, as your UMAO. If you don't do that correctly and you have them reversed the vice versa way, you're going to get this issue all the time. And another simple fix for it, guys, is if for whatever reason that file is corrupt error comes up, let's say it happens with Vita Shell. This is another common one that I see happen a lot, that your Vita Shell doesn't open once you've done the SD to Vita. It starts to happen and it doesn't open. It gives you the file is corrupt. Simple way is delete that altogether and just reinstall it in that case. If your h-encore isn't working as well and you're still having the same problems getting the file corrupt error, the best way and ultimately the easiest way is just to remod the system all over again from scratch. And that sometimes is the only approach to take if you keep getting these non-stop issues. Make sure you follow my steps to a T. I hope this was pretty much helpful for you guys so that you understand that you have to conceptually understand what's going on with the system and why you're getting that error. The file is corrupt error is basically telling you that the Vita cannot find the file that's basically showing on the screen. And when it can't find something that's set up in a different way, it starts to look in different areas and then ultimately just shows that it cannot find it, and it gives you a corrupt, basically a bogus, hey, let's just default to saying that the file is corrupt. So again, to recap, one, it could be a dirty memory card, a dirty SD to Vita, or a faulty SD to Vita, or a dirty micro SD card. Next, it could be that you're not using or following the steps correctly when you're setting up your SD to Vita in the beginning. And third, it can also be that you're setting them up in the incorrect mounting location. So it's looking for the wrong information at the wrong spot. That is the three biggest reasons where you'll get the file is corrupt error. And fourth, and this may be not so common in some cases, when you have a lot of modifications going on, and this may be for some more of you advanced users out there, if you've already done the modifications several times and you're starting to move things around a lot and you're changing apps on there, you're changing SD cards, you're changing memory sticks in there, what happens is the config text inside your TIE folder stores some of that boot information. When you boot into your Vita, it accesses that, and then if it doesn't find the files that correspond to what's saved in that TIE folder, it'll then throw out that error again. Easiest way to do that is just delete the TIE folder altogether, and when you boot it up, it recreates that. That's a simple fix, and hopefully that works for you as well. So guys, those are my four, big reasons or causes you can say on why you'll get the file is corrupt error, and hopefully these solutions help fix it for you. In the end, if all else fails, the best way to do it is just start from scratch. You really don't have much to lose. format the Vita, make sure that when you reinstall and reset it up, you do a rebuild database by entering safe mode, and also make sure that whenever you do modify your Vita, you use a PSN account that's activated. Make sure your PS Vita is activated because that makes a huge difference when it comes to swapping out SD cards and memory sticks as well. So overall, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know again. Please subscribe if you guys are new to this channel, and please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if this helps you with your issues. Sorry this video wasn't as flashy and as magical as I make my videos typically, but hey, I want to get this information out there to you guys because frankly, I love that you guys respond to me all the time and always come to me, but when it's repetitive questions that are redundant and I have to respond to the same question over and over and over again, I think it's just easier if I make a video about it, and that way the information is out there for you guys to see. So hopefully this helps. Let me know in the comment section if this fixed your issue, guys, and go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And until then, guys, I will see you on my next video. And also, don't forget to support me on Patreon if you guys have a chance to. And if you still can't figure it out, you can send it to me and I'll take care of it for you guys, as I always do. Anyways, thank you very much for staying through to the end. And as always, stay smiling, stay safe through these tough times, and I will see you guys on my next one. Peace out.